Good morning on day 35. It's been raining this morning, so we've been hanging out, trying to wait it out. It's about 8:30 and we're still here. We're gonna go find some breakfast and hope that it dries up. It is getting better. We have about 22 kilometers today, which is for us a short day. Only 2 days from Santiago. I'll get to Santiago tomorrow. Yeah, excited. Buen Camino. Okay, do you guys remember Peter from the beginning of the Camino? I mean, when was that? It was like...
Just right before Burgos.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Anyway, I found him again, so we're having breakfast.
Thank you, Angela. It's great to be with you both. All.
Yeah, I do too. Oh, thank you. Yes. Forgot my sticks.
There's a bag.
It's not mine. It's misting just a little bit right now. So I don't know what we're gonna do. It's our second to last day and we don't want to get all of our stuff soaked. It's such a pain trying to get it all dry. So I don't know. We'll see. It's pretty out.
Shoes.
Okay, so I'm interviewing Steven about...
I'm not self-conscious or anything like that.
Okay, good. I'm interviewing him about what his top 3 tips would be for walking the Camino.
Well, I should have said to you, I think the top 3 would all be the same thing. Make sure you get a bloody good pair of shoes that fit you properly. If you get that right, I think the rest follows.
Okay, how do you know if your shoes fit you properly? Because
I wasn't told there were going to be follow-on questions. This is more than I can cope with when I know I'm being recorded.
Because we all thought our shoes fit properly, right?
Well, I had a big pair of heavy leather boots that I thought fitted properly. They were entirely the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So you want shoes, you want a fairly light pair of shoes.
A light pair of shoes. I will point out that Steven has now walked the entire Camino in sandals.
Well, since Pamplona.
Yeah, because he pitched his heavy leather, were they leather?
Leather boots.
Yeah, he pitched his heavy leather
soles
boots. Yeah, so...
that were feeding every morning on my little toe. And growing fat on the fair.
Good advice.
I'm French, I'm 39, and I'm on the Camino.
Okay, Cedric, what are your top 3 tips for someone who's going to walk the Camino?
Maybe to train, let's say, during a month, 2 months before, to walk, let's say, something like 10, 15 kilometers a day. I think it will be necessary, and after that you will be fit enough to start.
To start, right, and then the Camino will train you.
Definitely, because it's only the beginning. The first 3 days will be very difficult for sure.
Okay, what else?
You have to know why you are doing it.
Okay.
If you just go because a friend of you is coming, or just because you have nothing to do, it will be difficult.
Yes.
You have to have a very strong motivation to know exactly why you are doing it, and if you have this motivation, you will go until the end.
That's awesome advice.
And the third one, you have to like walking.
You have to like walking. Okay.
You have to like nature and people.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
essential. Yeah.
Okay, great advice. Thank you. Good morning, Leon.
Good morning.
Good morning, Vika. Little Camino romance. Okay, so now I'm interviewing Isabel from Quebec, and I'm asking her, what are the top 3 things that you would recommend to people that are walking the Camino?
The first thing, buy shoes 2 size bigger.
Why?
Because the foot.
They swell. Because your feet swell.
Yeah. And the second is have sandals who you can walk with.
Yeah.
With the good sole.
With good soles.
And have earplugs, pills for sleep, and
a sleep mask.
A sleep mask.
And why do we need earplugs? Because people snore. And why do we need a sleep mask?
Because the lights open and close and open and close, open and close, open and close.
It's true. I wear my sleep mask every single night. Okay, so this is Leonie, and she's wonderful. And she's from South Africa. Okay, Leonie, what would you recommend to people that are going to walk the Camino?
Okay, the first thing I would recommend is considering shipping your pack, because I got blisters on my second day that I walked, and I had to ship my pack. And the third day, I just...
And what did it do for you, being able to ship your pack, other than help your blisters?
What did it do? It literally lightened the load. And it was... I could look up, because when you have a 10-kilogram pack on your back, you look down and you walk and you struggle. And I would consider shipping your pack, because it's just unnecessary baggage, and it's all part of letting go.
Yes. It is part of letting go.
It's part of letting go. Also, considering and not excluding it, taking a taxi when you're tired, or busing a stage when you can't anymore, because it's your Camino and you make your journey. So walking it isn't all that what it's worth. A second thing, and I think this is a thing that a lot of people say, is definitely have walking sandals, because the shoes do get a bit confining. I call them
a bit confining.
I call them my prison cells.
Just a bit. Prison cells that are a bit confining.
A bit confining. And I would have loved to have sandals that I could have walked in. The third thing, and this is maybe for girls, I don't know whether it might be for boys, is to have something, because there's no makeup and no hair dryers on the Camino, and I did my eyelashes, and it sounds terrible, but it was wonderful, because I just felt pretty, and that makes the whole roughing it a bit easier.
So do something that makes you feel pretty, something that helps you be feminine.
Have a
if you're
dress.
girl.
Have a dress. Pack a dress.
I do wish I had a dress.
That
A lot of women have had like a little packable dress that they put on in the evening when we were in the cities, and I was so jealous.
Yes,
Yeah.
me too. So something like that, or if you have to have like a small compact of blush or earrings or something like that. But for the girls, I would just I would recommend that.
Yeah, you start to feel kind of ugly and dowdy and
Yes. Washed out.
yeah, washed out, wore out, wrung out. Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm interviewing Leon from South Africa.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay, hi.
Wait, so Leon, what would you recommend to people about the Camino?
Okay, so first of all, try and not focus about the walking. And second of all, don't worry, the Camino will give you what you need. Third one, be open-minded, no judging. Everyone has got their own motivations and own reasons, and we don't know what it is, so don't be ignorant.
Very good advice. Very, very good
That's
advice.
three? That's
That's
perfect.
three. many hills again today. You can tell by my sweat. So I have tips too that I've been thinking about regarding the Camino. And my number one tip would definitely be to buy shoes that are too big. It's amazing how much your feet swell. I had no idea. It was a huge problem for me, especially in the beginning, because my feet were too swollen to wear my shoes, and I had to walk for days in my chacos. Thank God I had sturdy walking sandals that could let my feet expand and my blisters heal. My second piece of advice would be, if you aren't absolutely certain you will use it, if it is a maybe, then you don't bring it. It is so important to cut weight from your pack, because 20-25 pounds may not sound like a lot, but when you're walking 800 kilometers, you're walking uphill, you're walking 25-30 kilometers a day, it's a lot. And you feel everything. And then another piece of advice might be to make sure that you're doing your own Camino. Am I fogging up my camera by talking? I have to stop and rest my arm. Everybody has a different pace, different priorities. Some people feel rushed certain days. Some people want to stop all the time. They don't want to stop at all. They want to be quiet. They want to be loud. And the Camino really gives you a chance to exert your independence and do things your own way. And I've heard that so many times. Make sure that it's your Camino. And that's been really, really good advice for me, to keep asking myself what's important to me today, not what's important to everybody else. You know, as a mom, a realtor, all the different hats that I wear, it's been my first opportunity in life to really have a lot of time where I only had to worry about me. And it's been an incredible experience, and one that I've learned a lot about myself in doing so. So I think I'll make a list when I'm done of all the things I learned, all the things that were important that I didn't know about before. That'll be kind of a fun thing to do. Okay, something else that I would tell people is to take as much time as you can. I allowed 6 weeks, start to finish. That includes my travel time back and forth to the United States. And it was enough. I'm finishing on time. But there's so much I couldn't do. So many things that I couldn't explore. Even during the day, the thought of, stopping to meditate or explore something or check something out. The thought of taking an hour or two when you know you have 6 more hours of walking, it's not enough. A lot of people have thought if they could have 3 months, it would be ideal. You would never have long days to walk. I think if I had had even 1 more week, ideally 2 weeks, if I had had 2 weeks, there's so much more I could have seen and done. So 2 months, I think, would be a really wonderful amount of time on the Camino. Got so many customers and no food, like literally no food. They have 1 empanada that someone just delivered, They have chips and wine. So that's lunch, chips and wine.
Crisps.
Yes, crisps.
Is it recording?
It's recording.
Again. Okay, so I think this is the final tip. Preparation for your feet. Get a hammer and start beating it.
Yeah, okay, so we stopped for a long time for wine and chips. And then we started walking and we made it, how far? Like 50 feet. And we found another place to stop. And so here we are, again, with wine. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Buen Camino. So I've made it to the albergue. It took us a really ridiculously long time to get here because we kept stopping and socializing, which was actually really, really fun. So much of the journey has been kind of being on a mission to get to our destinations, and you just have this kind of a little bit of constant pressure because there's so much distance left, and now there's so little distance left. We will arrive in Santiago tomorrow. We did, I don't know how far, I have to look, maybe 22 or 24 kilometers today. We only have like 18 to 20 tomorrow. So it's coming to an end. It's very bittersweet. Of course, am not wanting to leave all the friends that I've made. At the same time, I'm ridiculously excited about going home. This isn't something that all of my group shares. Not really anybody in my group has what I have at home with family, children. Most of them are single, and I'm sure they have family members and friends that they're excited to go home and see. But it's not quite the same as it is for me. I'm thrilled to be done. Aside from having to leave the people that I've met, I'm not, wanting to stretch it out or have it last forever or anything like that. It's been such a great experience. But it's also been 6 weeks gone from home, and I can't wait to go back. So, constantly learning new things, just about myself, about life. The Camino has been such an incredible experience, and I feel so lucky to have done something like this, and I know that I'll encourage anyone I can to have some kind of experience that gives them time to explore who they are. It doesn't have to be the Camino, but could be. Or it could just be, changing how we look at life and the time that we take for ourselves and the priority that we put on ourselves to figure out, who we are at our core, away from all of the labels and responsibilities and priorities that we take on as part of our daily life. So anyway, glad to be here. My feet aren't sore. Well, I guess they are a little bit, but for the most part I feel pretty good, just tired. I think when I'm done this I'd like to take like a 5-hour nap in the middle of the day. So anyway, gonna get together with friends here soon and find something to eat. Okay, just walking back from dinner. So tomorrow's the last day. All kinds of emotions and thoughts and stuff going on. Super excited. I just kind of can't believe it. Like, tomorrow will be day 36 days of walking, 22 to 30 kilometers a day. I feel a lot of kind of appreciation for everything I've done and everything I've been through, but most of all, I don't know most of all, but what comes to mind right now is just pride. The fact that I endured through the pain, through just everything it took to get here. So it's just really cool. I'm almost there. Oh my God. Just excited. And thank you guys for being on my journey with me. It has made it so much more fun and valuable and wonderful to be interacting with all the people from home and around the country and around the world that have been supporting me. So yeah, tomorrow's the day. Woohoo!